So if you've ever Googled, do I need a certification? This video is going to clear everything up for you. So let's talk about it. We're going to talk about what's legal, what's required, and what's actually just fear and imposter syndrome showing up for a lot of you. Because most of the time, it's not about the legalities, it's about whether you believe you're allowed to take up space. All right, so let's get clear on the legal side first. So in the United States, where I live, you don't need a certification or a license to call yourself an herbalist. There's actually no federal or state level licensing for herbalists. So, unless you are combining it with a regulated profession like acupuncture or nursing. But what you do need is clarity about how to talk about what you do because there are legal limits. So, you can educate, you can share traditional uses, you can support wellness, right? But you can't diagnose, treat, or prescribe. So that's where the regulation comes in. So if you stay within the bounds of education, wellness coaching, client support, then you can safely practice as is. So I say all that to say, let's get to what the question really is for a lot of people. When someone says, I think I need a certification, what they often mean is that I don't feel qualified, or I don't feel confident, or I'm scared I'm going to be wrong. And, that's more than just the legality of it. That's imposter syndrome. And it shows up a lot of times in herbalists when you decide to put yourself out there. You actually don't need 10 certifications, and that doesn't mean that you are not qualified. And many of you still feel like you need permission, but your confidence won't come from a piece of paper. And I can tell you that it comes from practice, from clarity, and from staying true to who you are and staying in your unique lane that only you can do. So, how do you get confidence? Number one, you need to know your scope. Are you going to be teaching? Are you going to be consulting? Are you going to be creating products? You need to be clear about what you do and then how you do it. Number two, you need to learn the language. So use things like promote wellness to support, but you don't use cure or treat. And then number three, keep learning. So education is not a requirement to be worthy, but it helps you be better equipped to do what you do. I wanted to interrupt this video to share a testimony from Sister Jamila. She says, just as expected, very valuable information. She says Khadija went through the process of how to select appropriate herbs for individual based on layers of factors. She had students take an active role in our learning, which was very beneficial. I discovered the complexities in achieving an appropriate and healing herbal blend, both via tea and tincture. Looking forward to more courses. Thanks, Kadia of Her Healthy Home. So thank you so much, Jamila, for sharing that, or Jamila, I think is actually how you pronounce it, Jamila, for sharing that. And that's what we always want to do. We want to make sure that we make it more personalized to the person. And so it's all about us that each one, teaching people to be able to do for themselves what I've been able to do, and not just sharing this herb can do what, which actually can get you into trouble, but showing how it supports, how it nourishes, and how it goes deeper beyond the surface level. So thank you so much for sharing that. And then back to the video. You don't need a certification to be an herbalist. What you actually need is practice. You need structure, methods, right? You need confidence in your own voice. And that's exactly what we teach inside our Holistic Practitioner Elite program. This is a invite only program because we want to make sure that we are taking the time to really build and mentor those who are going to go out in the community and actually help those have their boots on the ground, each one teach one. And so we're not just trying to teach the person who just wants a certification or the person who just wants to learn what herb does what, but we want to train the people and take herbalists and train them into practitioners, is what we say. But we really want to train the person who's going to go out and actually be a community herbalist, be a clinical herbalist, be an herbal entrepreneur, and really touch hundreds and thousands of different lives. And so if that sounds like you, I want you to click the link down below. If you're on Instagram, DM the word practitioner so that you can get your application in and we can see if it's a good fit. And hopefully we can help you grow your own herbal business as well. All right, so if you made it to the end, I want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.